Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's not just crucial for global power dynamics, but also incredibly relevant to a passion project that I've been pouring my heart and soul into. We're talking about the future of naval warfare and how the US Navy plans to compete with China's booming shipbuilding industry. For decades, the US Navy has faced an uphill battle when it comes to shipbuilding. We've seen persistent problems, labor shortages, a shrinking skilled workforce, aging facilities. Meanwhile, China has been on an absolute tear, rapidly expanding its naval capabilities, both in terms of total tonnage and technological advancement. They're closing the gap and fast. And when we talk about shipbuilding, the numbers are frankly terrifying. Experts believe that what has equated to naval power in the past comes down to one thing and one thing only, which is shipbuilding capacity. And China has invested so heavily in this over the last 30 years that they can outbuild the US in terms of shipbuilding capacity nearly 250 to 1. The US Navy today is a fleet of roughly 290 ships. For a while now, there's been a congressional mandate for a 355 ship Navy for the last decade. But we just can't get there quickly enough. Why? Because traditional shipbuilding is incredibly hard, costly, and painfully slow. By the time a massive warship is finally almost built, much of it needs to be redone and modified to incorporate new technologies and capabilities. So you can see how shipbuilding is very challenging. But here's where things get really interesting. The US Department of Defense recently announced a strategic shift, a bold bet on a technology that could fundamentally change the game: autonomous vehicles. The US Navy envisions its future as a hybrid fleet, a powerful combination of the manned platforms that we currently have today, working seamlessly alongside unmanned ships and submarines. This new course they are charting is expected to lead to maritime supremacy with underwater as well as surface vessels at a speed and scale not seen before. Leading the charge in the undersea domain is the Orca, Boeing's extra-large unmanned undersea vehicle, or the XLUUV. This thing is designed for long-duration, independent missions carrying up to 8 tons of various payloads for critical tasks like mine countermeasures, anti-surface warfare, intelligence gathering, and even strike missions. It can operate autonomously for months, extending our reach and capabilities while minimizing risk to personnel. And then we have the truly game-changing company coming up right now called Saronic. While they are renowned for their autonomous surface vessels, right now they are hell-bent on building the shipyard of the future, which they call Port Alpha. This isn't just about building a few drones. Saronic anticipates investing billions into Port Alpha, aiming to bring shipbuilding back to this country in a way that we haven't seen since World War II. Saronic's current fleet of autonomous surface vehicles is designed to operate autonomously in collaborative swarms, extending our eyes, ears, and even our strike capabilities far beyond traditional limits. The Spyglass for tactical deployment and enhanced domain awareness, the Cutlass for longer transits and deploying things like loitering munitions, the Corsair for highly urgent operational requirements with incredible speed and payload, and of course their larger vessels, the Mirage and the Cypher, built for even greater range and carrying capacity, poised to support critical mission needs. These autonomous vessels are a strategic answer to the challenges of traditional shipbuilding that the US is currently facing. At Port Alpha, Saronic will have the capability to build these large unmanned autonomous ships very economically, at incredible scale, and extremely quickly. The US Navy wants 40% of its future fleet to be fully autonomous ships, and companies like Saronic are vital to making that happen. They're not just building boats, they're reinvigorating the culture of shipbuilding right here in the USA. So here's the thing. This might actually sound familiar to you because the US is quite good at this. This isn't the first time that America has been in an arms race where A rival, or what they call a near peer nation, such as China, had a significant advantage in sheer numbers. If you think back to the Cold War, to the arms race with the Soviets had 2 or even 3 times the manpower, tanks, planes, and weapons that America possessed at the time. It looked like an insurmountable lead that they had, but America was very strategic. Instead of trying to match them man for man and tank for tank, we invested in high technology. We developed superior aircraft, advanced weaponry, and innovative tactics. And as a result, we achieved military supremacy over the next number of decades to come. So America essentially took the approach of better quality, higher quality technology instead of higher quantity technology, and it worked. And that, my friends, is exactly why the US Navy is betting on this with these autonomous underwater and surface vehicles. It's a pivot away from simply building more large, expensive, and crewed warships and a move toward a distributed technology, superior, and potentially much more cost-effective fleet. It's about leveraging innovation to overcome a quantitative disadvantage, bringing maritime dominance to our side at a speed and scale not seen before. Now, you might be wondering why I'm so passionate about this specific topic right now. Well, as many of you know, I've been pouring my heart and soul into a new film project. I'm producing and directing a new feature about a US Navy SEAL mission that goes awry. And here's the kicker. The core of this film, the heart of the story, takes place almost entirely within a high-tech submersible. In fact, I recently acquired the most incredible practical set, the actual interior of a submersible that was built for and used by none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger himself. So this set is a stunning, detailed, and incredibly immersive set. We're shooting 95% of the film right inside this amazing practical environment, which brings an incredible sense of realism and claustrophobia, tension, and pressure to the story. So the remaining 5% will be meticulously crafted and brought to life using the power of NVIDIA hardware and Unreal Engine, allowing us to create epic underwater sequences and expansive environments that would be impossible otherwise. So as you can see, the themes we've been discussing today, the future of naval warfare, autonomous underwater and surface technology, the strategic importance of innovation, and the race for shipbuilding supremacy are deeply intertwined within the narrative of my upcoming film. So this strategic shift for the US Navy to incorporate a hybrid fleet, spearheaded by technologies like the Orca and the ambitions of companies like Saronic, represents a fascinating and potentially game-changing solution for the US Navy. It's a testament to the idea that sometimes the most effective way to compete isn't by mirroring your opponent, but by outthinking and out-innovating them. So what do you think about the US Navy's bet on autonomous vehicles run by AI, underwater and on the surface? Is this the right strategy to counter China's naval expansion? And is this the kind of stuff that you'd like to see in a movie like the one that I'm producing? If you like this video and you want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any updates on my film project coming out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, cheers.